I love having Blue Star Mothers on because they do such a great job. They send these great things to our men and women who are serving our country. And as I have said several times, you can't go to the local commissary when you're in Afghanistan and the countries wherever these folks are standing a post. So the work that these women do is just phenomenal. And the last time they were on, they read some great letters, and I invited them back to the new president. And I said, bring some letters, and that's what we love to hear, the nice letters you get telling us what the great work you ladies do. Make very welcome to the show, Tammy Murphy, everybody. How you doing, Tammy?
Good. How are you?
Okay. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We almost didn't think we was going to get on tonight because we got a new computer system and it's driving everybody crazy. I'm not a lover of computers.
Well, I like technology, right?
You?
Yes, I do like technology.
Okay, never mind. Okay, Tammy Murphy, you're president of Blue Star Mothers. Now, let's go back a little bit because a long time ago, I interviewed Omar Williams a long time ago, spent an hour with him. Well, you want to talk about all sports? I said, no. Everybody knows Omar knows everything about sports. I want to know about the man himself. And that's how I conducted the hour interview with him. So how did you begin to get involved with Blue Star Mothers, Tammy?
I actually began like most of our members in that news comes and my son has decided to join the military. It was kind of unexpected. We weren't thinking he was going to do that, but his decision to join the Army sent me through a whirlwind.
I'm sure.
You know, he went off for the basic training, and I kind of reached out and said, who's been through this that can tell me what I need to be prepared for? And Blue Star Mothers Miami Valley Chapter number 3 is our local organization, and it's a group of mothers, 150 plus at that time, that have had or are going through this, where one of their sons or daughters or multiples are in the military, and they come together as a band of unit and not only support each other, but of course take care of those deployed members and our veterans here.
That's important. Support's very important when you're going through a tough time.
Critically important, yes.
I don't remember the last time you guys were on, but are these chapters all over America?
It is. It's nationwide. There's actually about 216 chapters throughout all of the states. Ohio has about 16 different chapters.
Wow.
And our Miami Valley chapter is actually the largest at this time in the country. So we are honored by our community. We have an Air Force base, we have the VA Center, National Cemetery, and an Air Force base museum. So we have 4 different components. That means everybody in the community is aware of the military and how important it is to support them.
Now, all the things you get, I was over there when you were at Town and Country, and all the food and things you get is all donated. Do they deliver it, or do you guys go out and get them from the candies and the disc and the clothing and all those things?
It depends on the situation. We have moved. We're now not in the Town and Country Shopping Center. We're in the Centerville location on Clio Road. So we have a great location that allows us to continue our packings on Saturdays. We're able to take donations there, and we have special packaging parties where people come in and bring their donations, or we'll make arrangements. Typically, Treats for Troops is a big fundraiser that we have in October. And that's where we will go out and pick up the candy donations from a lot of the dental offices that want to support and help us to build for our packing in the Christmas holiday season.
Well, when I was there, what surprised me, sinus and hay fever, I apologize, were gloves. Yeah. And I thought, damn, it's hot in Iraq and Afghanistan, but not in the mountains.
Not in the mountains,
They need those gloves. So that's
yeah.
important.
And we're surprised a lot of times. It is our members, our own children, who go over and will tell us we really could use. And it's something that we would not think of. It's not something that you would normally. One time it was knee-highs, stockings that they were looking for. And we thought, what in the world are they wanting to do with that? Well, they put the knee-highs over their boots so that the scorpions or the spiders can't get into their boots.
That's a great idea.
So, I mean, it just comes from the troops that are over there can tell us really what they need and what they're looking for.
So you've been with them how long now?
Since 2007, so
2007.
I'm 8 years.
And you're the president.
Yes.
I said, I was teasing you earlier. I said, you only got the job because Donald Trump helped you. No, just kidding. Donald Trump can do anything. You know that.
Well, he's not in our area anyway.
Oh, well. So I'm glad you're with the organization, and you're doing a good job. You're still president, and all the women who spend their time doing this stuff is just wonderful because these guys and gals really appreciate what you do.
They do, and we just ended a year, so the new elections have taken place, but we always look back and try to say, what have we been able to accomplish? And we wouldn't get anything done if it wasn't for the hours of volunteer service. So just our officers that we keep track of, we've had over 3,000 hours volunteered from our officers this past year.
Wow, that's
and of course, we wouldn't even begin to do what we do if it weren't for the men and women in the military.
So is it still Saturday?
Saturdays from 10 to 2,
10 to 2.
is our Troop Center hours, and that's where people can bring donations. The packing of the care packages is going on, and just basic organization in our Troop Center.
That's great. You guys do a great job.
Thank you.
And when I was there, they were just having a great time, enjoying what they were doing, because they knew they were doing something wonderful.
It is absolutely something worthwhile. The letters only begin to tell a part of the story. We hear from our own how they feel and how much it means when they receive the packages or can share those packages. As a mom, you know how much you appreciate the support that you get. And then the other side of what we do is supporting our veterans.
Sure.
So we go out once a month and make sure that our veterans here locally know that they are also appreciated. You know, there's been many of them that never felt the appreciation when they return. So this is just a way to continue serving a greater mission than what one person could do.
Yeah, I've always said one of the greatest black eyes of America, how the men were treated coming back from Vietnam.
Correct.
That is a big black eye.
And if you've heard of the honor flights, that's something where they have reached out to try to make amends to those veterans from those eras, and it's a great, worthy cause to be a part of as well.
I had 2 of those gentlemen on at one time.
Perfect.
Yeah, great. So you got some letters you're going to read for us?
I do. I'll see if I can
Okay.
get through them. This is to Dear Blue Star Mothers. John, my grandson, who is in Afghanistan, and his buddies had asked that we, his family, write a thank you for all the goodies you handed out to them. He said it was a real treat each time they received a box. He will be coming home in October, and we are so anxious to see him. May God bless you in your work. You have comforted many hearts. And again, we always like to hear good news when somebody gets to come home.
Yeah. And it's like Christmas. I mean, if I was over there and get a box with, I couldn't wait to open the thing. I can't wait to open my presents Christmas time, but to open these boxes because you don't know what's going to be in there. It's a great treat, and it takes your mind off of being where they are.
Where they are.
It's great stuff.
Correct.
Great stuff.
This gentleman writes, thank you so much for your packages and your continued mission to support soldiers stationed around the world. Your hard work does not go unnoticed and is tremendously appreciated. The packages you send makes us a hard job easier to handle, knowing that you are all back home sending our love our way. The snacks in particular, even a bigger hit since we end up flying through at least one mealtime most days. Thank you for your continued support and the important role you play in the success of our operation.
Now, do you put on there the chapter where it comes from and everything?
Our boxes are labeled with our
Labeled, okay.
identification, and that's one of the things we get people who say, well, I have a package I'd like to send, and they want to bring it to us. Of course, we could not, we can't facilitate that. Our names go on the packages. We're ensuring that we're meeting all of the requirements of being able to ship things there. So we're identified. We put a little letter in there that tells them who we are. And many times, those that we're supporting are not necessarily just from our community. They could be from California or Boston or anywhere throughout the country. We've received their name as somebody who's not receiving any support from home. They're deployed in a base location where they don't have, like you mentioned, the PX or the commissary that they can go
Not
to.
handy. Nope.
And you know, whether it's the toiletries that they get or the snack foods or just the cards and the encouragement, those boxes are something everybody looks forward to.
I'd like to think one of these days you're going to be packing, someone come in and say, where's the president of this chapter? I got one of your boxes. Wouldn't that be cool to
It
meet
is.
someone from another state? Wouldn't
It
that be
is
neat?
awesome, and we meet them when we go out to the airport at the USO. They recognize us if we have our name badge on or our Blue Star emblem. They will come up to us and give us hugs because they've
Well, that's
received
great.
something. So it's
You
very
guys do
heartwarming.
great work. You
do.
do great work. What else you got there?
This one is from a group of men out there. They say they've been receiving care packages from you. Received my second one a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just now able to send you an email. I started receiving care packages from you when I was deployed in Afghanistan in 2010. So this is 8 years later.
Yeah.
He indicates that he's on his third deployment. He says that getting a care package in the mail is an amazing feeling, knowing that there are people you've never even met that are thinking about you. It is truly an incredible thing. So I wanted to take the time to thank you for everything you do for all of our troops. I can speak for all of them just when I say it is a wonderful thing that you do. Words can't really express how much it means to us overseas. And you guys sent a package to my kids back home, which was incredible. They were very happy about that, so thank
you did?
you.
You can send to family members?
Sometimes we get the stories behind the request, and so if we know that the children haven't been able to see their father, in this case he'd been gone for 8 years, most cases they haven't even known what he was or what he was doing, so we can reach out to those members as well and send a little something for them.
Well, that's super. Now, one more time, give them the address on Clio Road, and it's Saturday from 10 to 2, correct?
Correct.
And what's that address on Clio?
It is at 6661 Clio Road in Centerville. That's the old Sears parts store, if you're familiar with that.
Kind of like the intersection of Alex Bell and Clio.
Correct.
Right.
Just part there.
Well, you do great stuff. You tell all the ladies that I'm still thinking about them, how nice they all are. And when I was there, they provide cookies and stuff to drink, so you'll have a full belly and have something to drink while you're there.
Cookies and a hug. That's what we're known for.
There you go. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
You
Appreciate
guys know you're always welcome back. We
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Appreciate that.